Someone just touched my hand.
Holy fucking shit. Hello? Paranormal's Army, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, rocking around the Christmas tree, rewatching Home Alone for the 1000th time, and it is the debut of Paranormal's Frightmare Before Christmas. For the month of December, we are replaying the best and scariest Paranormal's episodes every single day of the month with a few surprises to keep things interesting for you guys. We've gained a lot of new subscribers lately, so to help catch up on our old videos, our two-part videos will be condensed into one video. Secondly, we will be giving 2 prizes of $500 away to the 2 people who find the Spirit Tech logo hidden in 2 of the videos throughout the month. This is not 2 Spirit Tech logos per video, it's 2 Spirit Tech logos in the entire month of December. And if the same person finds both, that person will win $1,000. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, what's in it for Johnny and Jordan? And to be honest with you guys, we have hit another crossroads with the channel.
Most of you that are watching have no idea how YouTube works. At the end of the day, we're really not doing this for any other reason besides the fact that we want to study our analytics for the entire month and decide if it's worth it for us to do this again full time. And we're hoping that you guys as our viewers and our family and everybody that's been there from day one will understand that we're trying to connect with new people. Our analytics reached out to you, and you're the community we have now, but there's a huge potential of people that just don't know who we are, that if we post every single day at 6 p.m., we might reach more people, and that's kind of the gain that we want to try and reach.
As you guys have seen, we haven't been very active on the channel this year because over a year ago, we went all in on the channel, chasing a dream, and we completely crashed, burned, and failed miserably despite posting regularly. And we're still recovering from that. Our lives suffered greatly, our relationship with each other suffered greatly, and this is what eventually led to me leaving the channel. We really want to do the channel full time again, but we also need to know that it's worth it for us financially to do so. The best month for YouTubers financially is December in terms of ad revenue and everything. So what we need you guys to do is hang out with us every single day at 6 p.m. Central Time in the live premieres and rewatch these old videos for us, because if we get the support from you guys, we know that this is something that we are able to pursue at this point of our lives. And I know we see in the comments that a lot of you guys think that we're rich YouTubers and we're just being lazy, but that's not the case at all. In fact, most of the videos that you guys have already seen from last year that we're going to be replaying this month, they barely made any money at all when they came out. So if this month goes really well for us, we'll know that this is worth it. And if it goes really well for us, what you guys get in return is a ton of brand new Paranormal's episodes, because we'll have the funds from this month to do so. So if you want to see a ton of brand new Paranormal's episodes in 2023 and have the chance to potentially win $1,000, tune in every day at 6 p.m. Central Time to hang out with us and try your luck. Thanks again for everybody in the Paranormal's Army for continuing to support us, and good luck. Tuberculosis, or TB, is a disease that primarily affects the lungs. Symptoms include a cough, fever, chills, loss of appetite, and chest pain. In the late 19th and early 20th century, before antibiotics and before vaccines were developed, long-term tuberculosis patients were sent to live in sanatoriums away from the public in order to slow the spread of the disease. Sanatoriums cared for their patients by giving them good nutrition and fresh air, which was the only way that they knew how to fight this disease. As the 1900s wore on and more of the population became vaccinated and antibiotics became more widely available, the need for sanatoriums was very much diminished. Most sanatoriums across North America had been shut down and demolished by the end of the 20th century. However, one still stands in the small town of Nanette, Manitoba, and it has a long, strong history of paranormal activity happening within its walls. The Nanette Sanatorium for Tuberculosis Patients was opened in 1909. The small western Manitoba town was an ideal spot to send TB patients because of its remoteness from the rest of society and how much fresh air there was in the countryside near Pelican Lake. Over the next few decades, more and more buildings were added to the facility, making it the largest sanatorium in Manitoba, with over a dozen buildings on the property. However, with advances in medicine, the sanatorium eventually was not needed. It was shut down in 1972, and at that time it served mainly as a retirement home for the few patients that still resided there. Since shutting down, it served a few different purposes, including a training center for intellectually disabled people, and more recently, a Youth for Christ retreat. However, many of the buildings fell into disrepair and were torn down, with only a few buildings still standing. The property is now owned by a woman named Ronnie. Ronnie bought the sanatorium 9 years ago in a desperate attempt to keep this relic of Canada's history alive. She couldn't stand to see the rest of the buildings demolished, and she now gives history tours as well as haunted tours. Ronnie told us that the main building is most notably, but not exclusively, haunted by 6 children that reside in the game room. The ghostly children had apparently been rescued by another paranormal team after being found on the 4th, or forbidden floor. They took the 6 children down to the game room with them so they could spend eternity playing with toys instead of being stuck on the dilapidated 4th floor. However, a 7th child remains on the 4th floor that they were unable to save. Ronnie wasn't sure what to make of this information until one day an Indigenous man walked into the building and asked why the little Indigenous boy on the 4th floor wasn't able to join his friends in the game room. Ronnie was shocked. She had never seen this man before and had no idea how he could have known about the supposed children in the game room or the one upstairs. Ever since we started Paranormies, we've been wanting to get into this location to do an investigation of our own. So finally, after almost a year, we're excited to show you guys what we found in Nanette Sanatorium.
Is there anything in here with us? And if there is, you could let us know by touching one of these black boxes with the lights. Or touching this thing here. This little green light on the table.
Scanning.
So just trying to get the SLS fired up. We heard there were 6 children in here. If you want, you can play with one of the toys. I'd like to know if you're here with us right now.
Brianna. Is it true that there's still one more boy trapped on the 4th floor? Include. This place is so big too that it's going to be so interesting to see.
And the 7th kid wants to be included?
That's kind of what it sounded like, hey? Were you guys stuck on the 4th floor and were...
Hey?
Were you guys stuck on the 4th floor and then somebody saved you from the 4th floor and brought you down here? If that's true, light up one of the REM pods and let us know. Everything's quiet, eh?
It's really quiet so far.
Should we move on to a new room?
Hold on. Oh, I want to do a sensory in here though.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder if we're gonna get any radio stations.
I think we will.
I did show a time lapse on this because we didn't get a lot during the sensory deprivation of Jordan and in the games room, which was super disappointing, but...
I was really excited to get into the game room, which was on the main floor, just down the hall from where we were staying. And we had heard so many stories about this room, you know, about the 6 children that had been brought down from the 4th floor by the other paranormal team. And Ronnie actually told us a really interesting story about when she was giving a tour. There was a child on that tour, and just as they were about to leave that room and move on to the next part of the building, that child asked, well, what about the other children? And that child, it pointed to a corner of the room, and that child said that he saw other children standing at the corner of the room. So immediately, as soon as we got started, I just couldn't wait to get in there and see if we could find anything and make contact with these children.
There was a lot of REM pod action that did not happen, that later on, it's gonna play a big part to our investigation.
Hidden.
Oh, I heard a knock over there by that door. You don't have to stay hidden. You can come out. Oh, did you grab the... I guess we probably won't need... Do you want to grab the cannon?
Oh.
Just carry it with, even if it's not recording. Where are you hidden? Can you knock to let us know where you're hidden? A lot of the sounds that you're gonna hear in this place, like EVP wise, they sound very grotesque and very demonic. Can we come in here?
Allow.
That did not just say allow.
Allow? It said allow.
Allow?
Allow.
Yeah, because I said, can we come in here?
Yeah, it said allow.
Oh. Thank you for allowing us to come in here. Did you used to work in this area? This is where they used to package or like get meat thrown down.
Yeah,
thrown down the chute.
And the milk and stuff would come through here. Did she show us?
Quick mic check, 1, 2.
1, 2, check.
Yeah. Can you move this scale? If you could stand on it, it'll move. That would be crazy, hey?
That would be something. In the boiler room, we discovered the remnants of old tunnels that took us from the main building that we were in to all the other buildings in the sanatorium. And we've heard different theories of why this tunnel system existed. Ronnie mentioned to us that this is how they brought food to all the other buildings, which does make a lot of sense, but we've also heard theories that this is how bodies were transported from one building to the next.
Wait, do you sleep between the buildings?
Was it this one? She said? She did say there was a tunnel that they used to take, like, meals to the other buildings.
I wonder if it would be this one. This one would make sense. This is the meal building. What's in there? You can see it through. So that's the other room over there? What's in there?
Can't tell. On? You want us to turn this on? I don't think we can do that. Yeah, that's the haunted room.
This is the room that's haunted. And it's strange that the ceiling is only like this. It's like something's like scratching at the ceiling.
Yeah, and people who stay in the room, they say that they see like a man walking past
This
the
window.
window.
Walking outside here.
Yeah.
The veranda.
I thought I heard something.
Oh.
When Ronnie gave us the tour, she told us that room 308 is the most haunted place in the entire sanatorium. She told us that she's spoken to many previous residents who had stayed there while it was active, and they all told Ronnie that they absolutely hated staying in that room. It was 100% haunted, and it gave us a really uneasy feeling as we were walking past from the outside, you know, looking in, just seeing how the ceiling was just tore up, and it was the only room in the entire sanatorium where the ceiling was torn up like that. And just keeping in mind that a lot of the stories that we had heard that Ronnie told us was like a male figure walking from the outside, exactly where we were standing, just walking like by that window, and it just gave us a super uneasy feeling as we were walking past.
Okay, so we'd love if you could show yourself in this room, the infamous haunted room here. I mean, it would make sense if there was quieter areas around the room if everything's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
If this doesn't work, we're
Whoa.
okay.
Yep. Here we go.
There you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing yourself. Example? This is a good example of you. We're very happy you're here. We're just saying how we've been combing this place, and so far the REM pods didn't go off anywhere.
Except for here.
Except for in this room with the haunted room.
Oh. Took a let go for a second.
Whoa.
Hours.
I heard something behind me. Just as that thing went off, I heard something standing right behind me.
Can you let go of that for a second, please?
Yeah, what? Let's look. Let's test this.
What? That is odd. Thank you for touching this one.
Can you move it to a different spot? What? It stopped.
It stopped.
So you like that one? Okay.
Like I said, you can touch one of those motion activated balls on the
One of
ground.
these.
Yeah, you can touch those and they'll light up.
Just like that. Come and put your foot on it. I think it's just
That wasn't doing
it
anything.
was none of them were doing
Yeah.
anything. And they were actually around a lot more objects last time. This one is sitting in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use this box in my hand to communicate with me. I was Oscar.
You were Oscar? Oscar, you were a patient here? Or were you a doctor? Heard something behind me.
Ducks.
Ducks? Somebody drew a duck on one of the walls.
7.
7.
7 again. 2 different male voices said that. Back to back.
What does that mean?
7 again, a female voice.
Really?
7 again, 2 or 3 people said it at the same time.
Okay. What does that mean? 7 what? 7 spirits?
You are
I am 7?
bakery or something like that.
Bakery? The duck was on the wall in the bakery. That makes sense.
Sound like a kid's voice. You couldn't hear what it said though.
A kid, do you like to play in the game room?
Whores.
Horrors. How long have you been here?
Oh, weird voice. Just kind of like ah. Does it communicate?
You had a Harriet earlier and a Harry.
It said tell us.
Am I speaking to Harry or Harriet?
It said you don't know.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
It said I'm talking to him.
You're talking to Harry? What's he have to say? Harry, are you the man that walks past the window and scares people?
It said yes.
You are, huh? So your name is Harry. Why did you stop touching the REM pod?
It said enough.
You had enough of that?
I said 7 again.
Can you tell me what 7 means?
It said just in a little bit.
Just in a little bit.
It said hello. Somebody, so it sounded like an old man's voice. It screamed hello.
Or are you here?
Same old man's voice said yeah I am.
Where are you? I don't see you.
Said it course or something. Same voice said course. Said late. Said honey I'm here.
Where are you?
And it said touch.
Touch? Touch Johnny or touch me. Where are you standing?
Ugh. Something just touched my hand.
Really?
That thing was going on the whole time?
No, it just started.
Right when that happened?
Right when that happened.
Holy shit.
I was
dude.
in the hallway
Something
looking
like someone
around.
like squeezed my wrist.
Really?
Yeah. And then that thing just started.
It just started up again. That's crazy. Kept saying like I'm
that
here,
one
I'm
was,
here.
that camera wasn't recording.
Oh, it must have just shot off.
Holy shit, as if that.
It took me a little while to feel like I was finally getting communication with a spirit going on during Johnny's sensory deprivation, but eventually I found a spirit named Harry who had been apparently like talking to me for a little while, and eventually he started like showing me. He said, I'm here," and I was like, "Where are you, Harry?" And that's when I stepped into the hallway, and just expecting to see him somewhere in the area, but it was at that moment where Johnny got his hand squeezed.
What causes it to do that?
I don't know.
Temperature change?
No.
You guys may have noticed that one of our new REM pods that we got from Spirit Tech has a green light on it. And what we didn't know, all this time, is that it's actually a temperature gauge. And off camera, it started making a noise and it started to turn blue. And we figured out that means there's cold air surrounding the REM pod. It indicates a temperature change. So we started filming again, and I started experimenting with it, just trying to make it go cold again. I was blowing on it, and I started to blow hot air on it, which I could do that easily. But trying to make it turn blue with cold air was impossible for us to do.
Wow, we didn't even know that did that.
That's kind of fun.
Whoa, there it goes again.
Oh,
There it goes again.
it's going colder.
It's going colder.
It's going colder.
It's going really cold. We actually had no idea this thing did that. The Spirit Tech never told us that's what that light did.
It's going back to normal.
My legs are shaking. It's never done that.
Never.
So you can't even make it go cold enough.
Trying to make
do
it.
that. Going dark. If anything's in here with us, come say hello. Sitting in total darkness, so you can come light up a REM pod to give us a little bit of light.
Is Harry there?
Wow. That was really loud.
What was that?
I don't know. Can you make that noise again? Okay.
Oh,
What was that?
something fell over on that table.
Okay, I'm freaking out.
Harry, do you have anything to say? Is your name Harry?
Do you like communicating better in the dark? That was weird.
That was really weird. That freaked me out.
Yeah, that
I'm
really
still kind of
freaked me
scared.
I know, I'm actually freaking out still.
We decided to go lights out in the most haunted room in the entire sanatorium. And it didn't take long. We were sitting there and we started hearing all kinds of noises from across the room and from the door. What is that, actually?
I almost want to move those again and see if they still.
Okay, let's say goodbye quick.
Okay, goodbye.
What? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. I got that one there. I'm thinking maybe do one by the door.
Put one on the table with us.
Yeah, maybe we'll do.
Put one in the hall with the other. Now,
Okay.
what was that? You heard that?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
It came
It's
from.
like sliding.
It came from over here.
Yeah, he was like behind you somewhere.
What was that? That was really creepy, hey?
Put this one here.
Put it over there where the camera.
Oh,
can see it.
I thought the camera was facing this way. Here?
Yeah. Question, God, dude.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
already.
Wow, it's crazy on this floor.
And that one wasn't going off at all earlier.
Oh, man. Can you make it go cold? Go blue. Something moved in this room.
We were really hoping to get more with the Ouija board in room 308, but the spirits really seemed to like the REM pods, so we just cut the session short. We don't really like doing solo walkthroughs just because we don't like being so far apart, especially in such a huge building, but we thought, you know, it would be a great experiment for me to be on the second floor and Johnny going to the fourth, the forbidden floor, and just see what each other could find. A solo walkthrough I'm gonna do on the second floor. Put a REM pod here on the pool table. Set another one up here on the mantle.
This is the forbidden floor. And we heard there's a little boy up here. Can you? Just want you to know I'm coming in.
Scanning stop.
What?
Scanning.
Is there anybody up here with me?
Hoping, now that we've stirred it up a little bit, we might find something on this floor.
If there's somebody up here with me, you can use the device in my hand to let me know you're here. I do think there's somebody up here. Am I right?
Yes.
What's your name? Holy shit. There was a door moving from somewhere over here. Are you trying to scare me? I want you to, that's what I'm here for. I also want to know more about you.
I can hear you beside me.
Oh my god, did you hear that? Holy shit. Hello? Okay. Who's over there? Okay, what the fuck?
If there's one thing I hate, it's fucking solo walkthroughs. I heard you over there. Is it safe for me to be walking on this floor?
Harry.
Harry. Thank you. That is your name then. We've been talking with you. Am I safe around you, Harry?
I have devices set up in this room. You can touch them if you like. Oh my god, what was that? Okay.
Is that a knock at this door? This is where people see the little boy. Harry, are you the little boy? If so, I want to try something with you. Okay? Raise my voice, maybe? Can you hear me? If so, I want to try something with you. I want to try and bring you down to the games room.
I would still really like to meet you. So I don't know if it's possible if you could show yourself to me so we can meet properly.
I can properly tell your story. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Hello? That was a really amazing thing that you did. Where'd you go though?
Down to the main floor in the games room. Okay, can you follow me? Hold on to me. I'm gonna try and down to the games room. Another paranormal team here said that 6 on the floor. Okay, you'll meet my friend Jordan, and we're nice. We'll get you down to the games room safely so you can be with the other 6 kids. Maybe we can communicate again down there. This chain is moving.
Les.
Again, Les? Why Les? You just knocked on this door. And were you moving this chain? I can't really get it. Oh God, that's terrifying. Are you following me, Harry? You let me know again. Harry, are you in here? Let me know if you're in here.
Hang.
Oh God, it's scaring me.
Scanning.
What?
I was on the 2nd floor during the solo walkthroughs while Johnny was on the 4th floor, and I heard all kinds of like knocking or whatever around the area, but it really, you know, came to a head when I turned the corner, and just before I could, the light that I had set up in, I don't know what it was this hallway, and that light that I had set up had fallen down on the floor, and I immediately went to grab it because I really didn't know what else to do at that point, and I chased the spirit around the floor for a while, but until things finally quieted down.
If you are here, Harry, let us know. Everything started wrapping up as soon as we fucking took out that Ouija board again.
Yep.
Here.
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 Harry, you are
He's here? Wow. Okay. Are you okay?
You can play here now. Are you with the other kids? And it's crazy because we said young, right?
Yes.
It said young. That's right in that corner is where that kid, during one of the tours, they were about to leave the room. And the kid said, what about all those kids? Are they coming with us?
Yeah. They're all
And
right
there
in
was
that
nobody
corner there.
Well, nobody else could see anybody there.
He must be like a young kid that must have been in like kindergarten or something like that. Oh God.
Oh God.
He must be like a young kid that must have been in like kindergarten or something like that.
Oh God.
Okay. Yeah, you can play with that too. I just thought maybe you'd want to play with one of the toys instead.
Right in this corner too.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here, but you can't follow us home. Hello?
Oh, that was the clearest voice I've ever heard.
Until.
Come on. Explain what's happening right now.
Yeah, so we just came back to our room
After Harry said, for Harry to follow us down here.
and we went back to the room. And-
all the power is out of our room only. All these breakers are fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
We had power in our room this entire time. We've been charging batteries in there, had our computer in there to dump footage, and now all the power is out of our room. Yet the power is totally fine in the food room, the main entrance, all in here. Just our
Everywhere around it, just our room.
And I heard a woman's voice like in that room with the breakers.
Yet.
I don't know what to do. This is
Just our room.
we were dumping footage on there.
Charging batteries. We had heaters going in here because this is the only warm, one of the only warm rooms in the place. It's just
What the hell?
nothing. What's this? That's just air conditioning. What is that? Vent air?
Yeah, air.
Huh.
Why?
That's super weird.
Chloe.
Shut up. Nanette Sanatorium is a legendary haunted location, as well as a tuberculosis museum and a historical relic to the province of Manitoba and to the country of Canada. However, Ronnie has been struggling to keep the doors open during the pandemic. She is desperately trying to keep this haunted piece of history alive, and we want to help. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an investigation with 150 of our fans this coming spring. If you come to Winnipeg and you can find a place to stay, buy a ticket from us and we will charter you to Nanette to meet us there to conduct an investigation with us.
The Net Sanatorium is a very unique place that stands still, quiet and patient as it awaits, I guess, a miracle for something to bring it back to life. The story that always sticks with me is the incident that happened to the owner, where an Indigenous man came to the sanatorium and told the current owner, Ronnie, that he felt as though there was a child trapped on the 4th floor of the facility. And the reason I find it so fascinating is because he was unaware of the paranormal investigation that occurred just prior to their conversation. Ronnie allowed a paranormal investigation team to come and conduct a night's worth of tests inside of the building. The outcome was that they felt as though they were able to relocate 6 out of the 7 spirits that were trapped on the 4th floor and bring them down into the games room, leaving 1 spirit left behind. This left 1 spirit trapped on the 4th forbidden floor that the Indigenous man was able to pick up on spiritually as they had their conversation outside of the sanatorium. Fast forward to our investigation in November of 2021. We had quite a bit of activity happen when we were there, and in our conclusion throughout the night, we felt as though at the time that we were able to help the 7th boy down from the 4th forbidden floor down into the games room, and we believe his name to be Harry. But after this last investigation, I have myself wondering, should we have helped this last spirit down from the 4th floor when we were there in November? Or did we allow something else off the 4th floor that maybe should have remained hidden up there? What I experienced this time was a lot more malevolent and dark. The first investigation felt like we were dealing with timid children, but what I experienced this time around was angry and irate. And it brought my attention back to another story that guests of Ronnie's experienced while they stayed in Annette's infamous haunted room on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, that's the haunted room.
This is the room that's haunted. And it's strange that the ceiling is only like this. It's like something's scratching at the ceiling.
Yeah, and people who stay in the room, they say that they see like a man walking past
This
the
window.
window.
Walking outside here.
Yeah.
On the veranda.
Thought I heard something.
Oh.
When Ronnie gave us the tour, she told us that room 308 is the most haunted place in the entire sanatorium. She told us that she's spoken to many previous residents who had stayed there while it was active, and they all told Ronnie that they absolutely hated staying in that room. It was 100% haunted, and it gave us a really uneasy feeling as we were walking past from the outside, looking in, just seeing how the ceiling was just tore up, and it was the only room in the entire sanatorium where the ceiling was torn up like that. And just keeping in mind that a lot of the stories that we had heard that Ronnie told us was like a male figure walking from the outside, exactly where we were standing, just walking like by that window.
I think that this man might have been dormant while we were there on our previous investigation. But keep in mind that all access and all the doors to the 4th floor were tightly pushed shut during our last investigation. It was only until we got there that we opened the doors to the 4th floor for the first time in years, and nobody had gone up there in such a long time that it makes me wonder if we did let something out. And I think that in this last investigation, I was able to capture the man in the window. My name's Johnny, and Machine, yeah, definitely a lot of machinery here. I'm back. I was here a few months ago, and I think we were speaking with a boy named Harry. We tried bringing him from the 4th floor into the games room. And if Legion. And if you're here, you can use this device in my hand to let me know, or come touch this REM pod with this green light in the antenna. No, not a threat. Straight ahead. There's caves here. Holy shit. Straight ahead. There's caves here. Holy shit. Oh my god. It starts going nuts. I don't know if those are stacked on top of each other. Can you... Oh my god, I'm freaking out. My hands are shaking. That caught me way off guard. Can you use the Ovilus to let me know what your name is? Or can you come touch this device in my hand? Child. Yeah, Harry was a child. He still is a child. Is there anybody else here besides Harry that still lingers? 2. The number 2. There used to be caves, like underground tunnels in here. They're blocked off now by that. Can you come in front of this baby and touch it or make it go off? If you go in front of it, it'll make a noise. Is it the K2 that went off? Jesus. Can you let me know how old you were when you died here? Were you a patient, maybe? Come where? You can look into the other rooms here. Can you give me another indication that you were here? That was if that was you that knocked these water bottles around. You can do more stuff like that so that I can know for sure if you're here. There's a knock here. Thank you. Are you stuck in this spot? I would have thought that the K2 meter would go. I would have thought that the K2 meters would go nuts in here. I don't know if that's falling apart, like if the roof is falling down. It is very old. Come touch this thing in my hand. You can light it up. Or that thing right there, that REM pod. Ooh, that was me. Holding too close to the camera. The REM pod there that you can touch. It'll help us communicate and you can use it. We can do some kind of testing where if you light it up once, that means yes, and twice for no. Same with this thing in my hand. We can play that game and do something like that as well. But I need you to come light it up once so that I know you're here. There's no way. That just turned on. Can you turn it off again? What the f? This is the only switch for that. It's creepy. Hello? It's so quiet, but it's like that is impossible. Can you come do that again? Peek. Just lit up a little bit. There you go. Thank you. Whoa. I was asking a spirit to light up my K2 or my REM pod, and it's really interesting that I got a response that was unique and different than what I was used to, and that was that it lit up the light switch instead to the actual room. I didn't even realize it until after when I was editing that it's almost like the spirit picked up on what I was asking, and in its own way, instead of touching one of these objects that it wasn't really familiar with, it went for the light switch and was still able to respond back to me in a way I would understand, without it having to touch any kind of electronics that it was really unfamiliar with. So I found that super interesting. Harry, if you're here, last time when I was upstairs in the haunted room, the most infamously haunted room, I took something that was in a door that made the door crack. And it was this coin here. Can you touch it or move it so that I know you're here with me? Or you can speak through this device and use your words, and I'll be able to hear your voice. You want to play foosball with me? Was that you trying to say something? Sound like a voice. Why is this room so popular when other paranormal investigators come to this area or to this building? Are these your toys in here? We could play with one together. Rock. Rock. Is there a rocking chair? I don't think there's a rocking chair in here though. Was this your coin, or are you upset with me that I took it from here? was that? What was this? It wasn't this? It's a shuffleboard piece. Farmers in the nose.
Farmers.
What was that? What was this? It wasn't this? It's a shuffleboard piece. Oh my God. I heard a knocking at this. Oh my God. Harry, is that you? I heard another voice in the spirit box too. I heard a knocking at this. Oh my God. Harry, is that you? I heard another voice in the spirit box too. What the hell? Yeah, that's f***ing creepy. Bye-bye. Oh my God. Is there anybody else here besides Harry that still lingers? 2, the number 2. Can you do something like that again? Holy shit, that scared me. I swear I heard a knock on this door right before that happened too. Who's here with me? Let me know. Either using the spirit box or touch the REM pod. Why did you do that? I guess, are you angry that I did take the coin? And that's your way of showing me? I hated these dolls last time we were here. That's f***ing creepy. I hated these dolls. I remember when we B-rolled them. Powder? No way! I brought baby powder. How would you have known that? Measure. How did you know that I brought baby powder here? Are you in the hallway? I keep hearing things at this door. No way. Why did you have to go and break that? Harry, that's not a fun game to play. Object, yeah. Harry, it's not fun. I'm not coming here to break your stuff. Wagon, right? I thought there was a wagon here. I didn't come here and break your toys. You don't need to break my stuff. Are you mad at me? Would you like me to leave? I can go investigate another... Wrench. I can go investigate another area. There's a lot of spirits here that I can speak with. I don't have to come and stay and talk to you. I don't want you to start breaking my stuff, and then I don't want to stay and speak with you. God damn it. I don't think this coin moved at all. Hello, is there anybody in here up here with me? Can you tell me how long you've been here for? Is there anybody up here that would like to communicate with me? It's like focusing on something in one of the chairs. Hello. The other thing is I don't never know if, like, I know because I do have a key and the front door is locked, that there shouldn't be anybody in here. That's always a big thing that freaks me out is, am I actually really fully alone? Like from humans? Is there somebody in here with me? Did you close the door?
Camera.
Whoa. The K2 just went nuts. It said camera. Yeah, I have a camera in my hand, and there was something over here. Wanted. You want my camera? Is that you? Talk to me. Let me know what your name is. Ears are ringing. After I was done investigating and exploring on the second floor, I did leave one of my night vision cameras on the gurney because another paranormal team that was there got some really crazy activity and they were able to capture the sound of a baby crying while one of them was laying on the gurney.
Oh, I can't believe you're doing this. Who just did that? What happened?
Who's
But
that?
I heard a baby cry.
I
Yeah!
heard a baby
I heard
cry,
a
plain as day. I can't believe you're doing this. Oh, I can't believe you're doing this. Oh, I can't believe you're doing this. Who just did that? What happened?
Who's
But
that?
I heard a baby cry.
I
Yeah!
heard a baby cry, plain as day.
Who?
Oh no, I'm serious. Who did that?
No, but
That
Wasn't anybody moving anything?
No.
So as I headed up to the third floor, I left one camera down there so that I'd be able to capture anything sounds related or if that gurney was to move. I can't remember which room it was. Oh yeah, this is it. Oh. I just heard something in this chair. Definitely feels weird in here. Harry, are you in this room with me? Other? What the f was that? No way. Holy f. What is that? Hey, you? Okay, I'm gonna go outside for a smoke. Oh, I don't feel good. That just went off too. Freaking out, I don't know where to go. Hello? I don't like that, I heard something right there. Hello? Where did I put my bag? No way. Oh my God. That bang that came from the second floor was so loud it was echoing throughout the entire sanatorium. I heard it up on the third floor, and it was so loud that it actually sounded like it came from the third floor. So I started running around trying to figure out where it came from because it sounded like it came from in one of the rooms up on the third floor. And during all of this, while I was running around, I apologized that I accidentally zoomed the camera in, and I didn't realize that I was doing it. So it's zoomed in for a little bit throughout that third floor investigation towards the end. But in that moment, I don't even think I realized that I was even holding a camera. I was just so scared, and my hands were shaking, and it's just a lot different being there alone and in such a big building. Hello? What the hell is that? Oh, God. That f***ing doll has moved. Unless it tipped over, but I doubt it would have fell forward like that. Oh my God, that was the geese. That scared the shit out of me. No way. It scared the shit out of me. It scared geese. It's good shit. No way. Oh my god, that was the geese. It scared the shit out of me. No way. Hello? I keep hearing it's like doors slamming on different floors. During an old investigation that happened at Nanette Sanatorium, one of the guests heard the name Charles. I believe it was through a spirit box.
And it said, look up.
Look up.
Look up.
Yeah, and it was like Charles or something. And
So this gave me another name to go off of. And when I got home, I looked online, I looked through all the old newspapers that happened in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and I found the name Charles McLaughlin. And Charles McLaughlin spoke on diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of tuberculosis among children during a seminar back on April 17th, 1933. It's odd to hear them say this and then me come back and do research on it the night after my investigation and find out that when I went through my Ovilus log history, the name Charles came through my Ovilus as well, along with the word child when I was in the boiler room. Child. Yeah, Harry was a child. And the fact that he was speaking on behalf of tuberculosis among children, and I'm in that same sanatorium, is far too on point to dismiss. And I wonder if he potentially is the man in the window.
Hey Paranormies Army, Johnny and I, first of all, want to thank everybody for all you've done for us over the last month. We've finally been able to focus most of our attention on Paranormies, and even though we're just making enough to pay the bills right now, we're already thinking of ways to give back to you guys as well as our community. And with that being said, we would like to tell you about our friend Brianna.
So remember saying, Papa, please don't let me die in here alone.
Don't know why
Brianna is a fun-loving girl who absolutely loves life. It's really hard to explain her briefly, but she just has this air about her that just makes everybody just extremely happy when they're around her. In August 2020, she had just graduated from nursing school. She had just gotten engaged. She just bought a new house with her fiance, and she had everything in her life going for her when tragedy struck and her life would never be the same.
And joining us this week is Brianna Seawald. Am I saying that right?
My name is Brianna. I'm a new nurse. I graduated from nursing school in 2019.
On August 17th, 2020, Brianna was on her way home from a rural hospital that she was working at about an hour away from home. She was on the highway. She was only about 10 minutes away from home. She was driving highway speed, and then another driver had failed to stop at his stop sign, and she only had about a second to brake, and obviously she couldn't do it, and she slammed into the other car. Her car was totaled, her body was broken. She cried out to her deceased grandfather. She said, "Papa, please don't let me die in here alone." And that's when a man named John came to rescue her. John called 911 and stayed with her until the ambulance arrived. When she was taken to the hospital and doctors assessed her injuries, they were absolutely blown away that she was even still alive. She had a broken neck, a broken spine, as well as numerous other injuries that it would be too lengthy to tell you about here. But the doctors kept coming back every other day, just blown away that she was still alive. They could only explain it as a miracle. They said that they couldn't believe that she didn't sever her spinal cord and cut open the artery, and that if it wasn't for the man that came to her aid, stabilizing her, that she would most likely be dead. As you can imagine, Brianna's had a very lengthy and very difficult road to recovery. And after the accident, she was in a halo to stabilize her neck for about 5 months, and she's still in a wheelchair. And after a long battle with her insurance company, they ultimately refused to pay for the spinal rehabilitation that she would need in order to walk again. Spinal rehabilitation costs $100 an hour for 2 to 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And in order to have this done and be able to walk down the aisle at her wedding, the entire rehabilitation process would cost her $200,000. In order to pay for the spinal rehabilitation herself, Brianna started up a GoFundMe page, which our local community has really stepped up and generated $71,000 towards the $200,000 that she needs, which is obviously a great start, but is not even half of what she needs to walk again. And Paranormal's Army, that's where we come in.
Hey, won't you stay a little bit longer?
For every like that this video receives, we will donate 5 cents towards Brianna's recovery. We currently have 59,000 subscribers, and if all of you guys like the video, we will have to donate all of our AdSense revenue to Brianna, but we are absolutely willing to do that. We will leave the link to her GoFundMe at the very top of the description of this video so you can donate to her directly.